along the coast.
Welcome to Geekaxoid.
Now that we're all together, why don't we try to do a show?
Yes, I'm all set for that.
All right.
Cool. Very cool.
Excellent, fellas.
Well, has all the internets.
Yep.
Wait, are you recording this?
Yeah, I'm
Glad
recording it
we're
right
so
now.
Excited about.
Alright, I'm trying to get mine to record, but it won't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we've been having technical difficulties.
Ah, I
this
hate
whole
this thing.
Okay. Well, you can try for a few minutes, and if not, I'll send you whatever I have.
Okay, yeah, that'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
Uh.
All right.
So I was thinking, fellas, if
And lady.
Yeah, there's a Jurdette.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. Hello.
I was thinking if find something.
Oh, Jake.
What? There's a girl on the internet?
I suddenly made them nervous.
We better not get any other girls on here. She's gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah, how family friendly is this?
Not at all. This is the explicit podcast. The Power Rangers one is family friendly. This one, just say whatever.
Oh shit.
I mean, I think I'll keep it modest.
Rein it in.
Yeah, I'm pretty vulgar on our other podcast. I have to edit out a lot of stuff.
It usually winds up just being him like talking for 5 minutes.
Matt,
Okay, everybody. So I was thinking we could before we even start like thinking about recording. I was thinking we could think of several topics. You know, I saw what you said, Sam. You know, where you keep like a general theme and we jump back to it.
Yeah.
oh yeah, what's this theme gonna be?
I was
Doctor
thinking
Who.
like end of the
No,
year.
I hate Doctor Who.
You haven't even seen Doctor Who. Shut.
Blasphemy!
Go ahead. Oh. All the
Blasphemy!
time.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll tell you how we usually have our show go. We usually split ours up in halves, mostly because I'm terrified of losing an entire hour and a half of recording. The first half is usually like we just kind of go around and talk about a couple of things that we've been watching or playing or whatever. That's usually like the first break, and then the second one's usually like a topic. I thought up like end of the year, like year in review, kind of highlights from 2013. But really, it could be anything. It could, I mean, hell, we could do how we got into the geekery. Anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything.
Anything.
You merely adopted it. I was born in it, molded by it. I wasn't a geek till I was a man.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh
I'm
my
excited.
God.
All right, so yeah, let's get set on a topic. What do we want to topic about then?
Here's the topic I thought would be cool.
Dragons.
I was thinking it'd be great if we could come up with a topic that we could debate amongst each other. You know?
Oh
Yeah.
god. This is all that
You know?
nerds do
Like,
is
what's
debate.
something that all of us see differently on.
Okay.
Like if something was zipline accessible.
Okay, that reference went over my head. I'm not sure about that.
I too do not understand.
Womp womp.
Or like, for example, this is just because I'm a Batman guy. But another just example, like, who's the favorite Batman? Half the people say Christian Bale, the other half say Michael Keaton, you know?
Kevin
I don't-
Conroy.
Yeah, so
to say Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy.
Adam West.
Right, I was gonna say Conroy too.
Okay, well,
But Conroy is in an
No, dude,
live
George
action-
Clooney's.
Hey,
George
voice
Clooney.
acting is just as viable as actual acting.
well,
Oh,
then,
yeah, yeah.
well then, Dean.
Have you
well,
guys
no,
seen
not
the?
Dean Park.
I'm sorry.
What's his name?
Oh, Diedrich Bader.
Diedrich Bader,
Yeah.
Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wasn't he the dude from the Drew Carey show?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was him. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I didn't like that.
Oh,
Because all I could picture was the dude, like, what he really looks like. And remember he was in Napoleon Dynamite as, like, the karate
Oh, yeah,
instructor?
no,
Rex-
that was the best. That was the best.
Rex Kwon Do.
I want my Batman to be Rex Kwon Do.
No, I have to say though, like, there's one particular episode. I did watch a few episodes of that. I didn't like it though because I really liked the show The Batman. You know?
Oh yeah.
I
It was
hated
kind
the
of darker.
Batman.
You didn't like it?
I hated it.
I thought it
The
was
Batman?
The Batman.
I
with
didn't like
the
it.
Rasta Joker? I hated that crap.
Oh yeah, I did not like. Yeah, but like the
Do it.
thing about the Brave and the Bold though that really stuck out to me was that there were some cool things that they put in there, like different like Batman universes and like throwbacks to various comics, like through costumes and stuff subtly. But one episode that really stuck out to me was the one where with the Dead Man, where he possesses it's Green Arrow and Speedy, and he possesses Speedy, and he's doing an impression about like his fist or hammers of justice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, that thing was so funny.
You know what? That series, Brave and the Bold, and we can. You know, this actually sounds like a really good topic. We can
just keep
just talk
going.
about
just
this.
we can just keep going on this, and then we'll do
Something else.
the first segment second or whatever. But the thing about Brave and the Bold that I really dug, there's two things. Their depiction of Aquaman was probably the best.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was so weird with the beard.
Some Aquaman love. Thank you.
Yeah, that was the best version of Aquaman.
My favorite episode is the one where Aquaman's going on the family vacation with his family.
Oh my God, you're
Oh.
amazing.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah,
liked
they go to
Aquaman
Disney
in the
World.
Justice League series.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what show I really liked? Just what is that? Young Justice. I love that.
That
show.
was
Oh, that's a
amazing.
great
Really
show.
good.
It was killed.
Really good.
It was killed in its prime.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I called the like Cartoon Network hotline thing or whatever and left some angry voicemails.
Nice.
I lived in it.
Yeah, multiple times, like 3 times in one day. I was just so distraught about it. I'm like, are you serious?
It's a
pretty
good
sure
There's the
show.
Green Lantern show too, the CG one.
Oh yeah, the Green Lantern one. That was okay.
I liked
mean,
the Green Lantern
Wasn't
one.
bad.
But also the first episode I saw was the steampunk one. I was so
Oh
excited.
yeah, dude, I was so furious about the Thundercats.
I'm pretty sure the CEO of Cartoon Network hates cartoons.
Well, sure, yeah.
I mean,
They dump all over their action shows.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch Beware the Batman?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw like the first couple episodes and I wasn't a fan.
I
didn't-
watched every episode when they came out.
Yeah.
I wasn't really getting. I didn't really like the art style,
Right? Yeah.
and I really because their faces looked kind of weird. And then I liked the fact they were pulling in villains outside of Batman's, like the villains that everyone is familiar with,
Like Dr. Pig.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
C-list. Yeah.
Yeah, they had like
Anarchy.
Dr. Pig and Mr. Toad and Anarchy and stuff like that. And they brought back Metamorpho. I was so
Oh,
excited
really?
for that.
Oh, that's cool.
But and the fact they got Katana as the sidekick versus Robin. But one of the other things that really bugged me was how Alfred was basically Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like him. He kind of acted like him. I was like, ugh.
All right then, Batman. We're gonna go kick some arse.
I wanted that Batgirl CG show that they teased on the
yeah.
last
Oh yeah,
episode.
the last episode of The Brave and the Bold.
That was really cool.
Yeah. And that's actually the other thing I liked about Brave and the Bold. They brought in Ambush Bug, my favorite DC character that no one has ever heard of.
Oh yeah. He's in the like back of the comic books a lot recently.
Yeah, they've added him to the Channel 52 like backups in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, for the longest time he was like the Where's Waldo of DC Comics because they would always throw him. He had like a handful of like limited series, but they'd always throw him in like the big splash pages. Like you could always try to find Ambush Bug somewhere in the back corner doing something stupid.
Oh really? I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Oh, he's Derpy Who's.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, yeah, like well, okay, you guys have read Crisis of Infinite Earths, right?
Yep.
Okay, he actually had a one shot where it was just him narrating a parade of all of the soon-to-be out-of-continuity characters that were being wiped out from Crisis of Infinite Earths. He's like a giant joke character is what he is.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Ambush Bug. Good stuff. And he was voiced by Henry Winkler. Because the whole episode was about them jumping the shark with Batman. And the whole thing is, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Batmite one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, and like they have the Batmite, and like he's talking about like now you'll be like based on the action figures that no one likes. Like,
Right, the Super Street Bat Luge. Sup, Batman.
Who did they change Aquaman's voice to?
Ted McGinley from Married with Children.
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy that they always bring into a series right before it gets canceled. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I love that show. That's a great show.
Man, Jake, you got to keep it down.
Seriously, man. You're being too rowdy.
Are you still with us,
Is he gone?
Is he still even here?
Jake?
He's still in the call.
I know, right?
I'm still here. I'm sorry. I went and made some more coffee, and you know,
a noble.
you guys, like mid-conversation, I was like, all right, this is a good time. They don't need me right now.
Coffee is the lifeblood.
Maybe,
Right.
maybe
I'm
now
not-
that we've discussed Batman, we should all introduce each other or introduce ourselves to the listeners.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because we're just going to use this as our opener. So yeah, so welcome to the giant crossover Geekaxoid Nerd Overload podcast Podbash.
Extravaganza.
Event 2013.
Yes.
Crisis of Infinite Podcast.
So yeah. All right. So let's go around the digital
Table.
here and just kind of introduce ourselves and say what site we're from.
All right.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Sam, you want to start us off, man?
Oh yeah, sure. Well, I guess I've been talking. I might as well. Yeah. This is Sam from from Nerd Overload and the Go Power podcast.
This is Josh, guest writer on Nerd Overload and co-host of Go Power Podcast.
You go.
This is Cody from Nerd Overload and the Nerd Overload podcast.
And I'm Sam, and also from Nerd Overload and the podcast.
Excellent. Double
You
Sam.
Right,
guys
yeah.
go.
I'm Brian. I'm from Geekaxoid.
This is Sean. I'm from Geekaxoid and the Geekaxoid podcast, and
Oh yeah, the Geekaxoid. I'm sorry, I messed that up.
Yeah, whatever. Close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
the idea.
This is Jake, content creator of Geekaxoid and wild comic book nerd geek enthusiast
All right.
extraordinaire.
extraordinaire.
Fire.
Nice.
The third. Quite.
Comic book aficionado.
Well, he is Oliver Queen, CEO of Queen Industries.
Right. Yeah, I find a lot of our podcasts recently are we have like 3 stocked up, but they revolve a lot around Arrow.
They're all about Arrow.
Dude, because what isn't about Arrow? Like,
man.
Life.
Listen, I'll be honest,
Are
guys.
you?
I haven't watched it. I'm
What?
really gun shy. Well, you know what? I've been
Well-
so hurt from Smallville that I'm really gun shy for any CW DC Comics
I never
show.
missed an episode of the Smallville. I love that.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
no.
is Small
Sam, I'll be
Village.
honest. I am in absolute. I've never been this into a television show in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah,
And I
actually,
did
I was
not-
actually. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
The first time it was another friend of mine introduced it to me. You know, he's not quite as geeky as the rest of us, but he was watching the show. You know, never reading the comic books, and he's like, "You're gonna love this," and I'm like, "Nah, it's gonna be a soap opera with Green Arrow." And nope, watched it. I mean, we were drinking one night watching it, and I just had to like. I was like, I need to put this glass down, man, and just start paying attention. And like,
Wait, dude.
that's just like,
We had
I
a
was
moment.
like, oh my god. And I've
You
seriously
should-
gone gung-ho ever since.
You should make a drinking game. Every time he says you failed the city, take a shot.
Oh my god,
Nice.
right?
Nice. Well, you know,
You know,
what?
I
love
gotta
that
say-
line.
I gotta say that that's what I liked about Smallville, but then it ended up turning into some kind of soap opera kind of thing. But like, I was kind of like wary about Arrow in the beginning because I'm like, awesome, sweet, new show about superheroes, I love it. I'm watching it and it's kind of like moody at first, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch this, and that's when I stopped watching. And then all this stuff in the second season's coming out, and I watched the 2 episodes that have Barry Allen in it, and I'm like, all right, I'm sold. and like
Yeah, the
season 1 is on the
second season.
Netflix.
I think I can remember you quoting it was Batman with a tampon.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. He was so because it has a lot of Batman villains on it, and he's really broody in the beginning. He's like, "Oh, I just got it off an island, and no one knows the true
Yeah,
dark inside me." Where
There is a lot of like similarities to the show. I mean, you can tell the like Batman influence on it.
right? It's like they
Sure.
couldn't get the rights to Batman, so they're like, "Who's someone else?"
Well,
that's
have you-
rich?"
Yeah, who's very close to Batman?
But cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cheaper. It's a lot
Hey,
cheaper.
let's do a
Very
show
low
about
budget
discount
television
Batman.
show.
Discount Batman.
Well, I'll tell you, if I'm gonna get into discount Batman, I'm gonna wait for the Fox show Gotham PD. That's
Oh,
coming
I
out.
know, right?
That is gonna be rad as hell.
Yeah, that sounds
Hopefully.
pretty cool.
I don't know, guys. It's kind of like, are you guys into Agents of Shield?
Yes.
Yes
I
and
watched
no.
one.
I know,
I've never
right?
been
I'm
a-
not a big fan of it, and I was just thinking, we talked about this before about how it's like a Marvel show that has nothing to do with like any of the cool Marvel characters. Like, you don't want to watch, Shield agents. You want to see Thor and like Captain America.
Well, and we're gonna see more of that stuff. That
Maybe.
the crossovers. Well, if the show will last long enough, I have a feeling that they have to. Sorry, Samantha just threw a Pokeball like in the middle of the room, distracted me. But no, they.
What came out?
No, they. I think they had to set up their characters before they could start introducing, some of the more fantastical elements of like some of the other characters.
What Pokemon do you choose?
Yeah. but no, I'm actually I'm hoping that Agents of Shield gets a second season because I guarantee the second season is going to be leaps and bounds better than the first. I mean, if the Thor episode is any indication, and the season wrap up, which is going to be the Captain America Winter Soldier tie-in episode, will be any indication, the show can be great.
I'm really excited for this new Captain America movie coming out.
Yeah, that's
But what
cool.
I was
Yeah,
saying-
doing that on Agents of Shield.
But what I was saying about the whole Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing is, like, that Gotham thing, like, no one... Well, this is my opinion, and I don't think anyone will want to watch it because it's not going to have Batman in it. It's just about, the Gotham Police Department.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Obviously, they can't do their job right because crime rates are through the roof.
Yeah. Well, have you guys read the comic series Gotham PD or Gotham Central?
Can you guys
See,
hear me?
I've seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I have I read it? No.
Yeah,
It's
that
just-
was. I
It's
think
hard
it was,
to pick up a Batman comic for me and see Batman like every 20 pages.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you should really look into it. Like, if not, find it and buy it. Like, go and find it digital or whatever. It's a excellent series. Like, it's like Law and Order. It's like the first half of Law and Order, but set in Gotham. And
I hope
they do tie into Batman villains. There's an extended arc. They introduced the character Renee Montoya. She was actually in the Batman the animated series, and they introduced
Right.
her into the books.
Uh-huh.
Well, one of the major plots about her character was that she was a lesbian and was hiding it. And at one point, a reformed Harvey Dent, who still had the scar but was supposedly reformed, had the good half taken over the bad half of the brain, got infatuated with her and decided to out her so that she would. So her duality would be exposed so that they could be together. And that was like
That
a
makes
year
perfect
long.
sense.
Well, for Two-Face,
yeah.
it makes perfect sense.
You know what I thought was weird?
Two-Face straight women aren't enough. He has to go for some
Well, he likes them going both ways.
Speaking of like Two-Face and stuff, I always thought it was weird that when they had like the Batman and Son thing, and they did the future with Damian Wayne as Batman,
Mhm.
and there's that dude Three-Face.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
Oh,
He might
baby.
be the
It was like he looked like the bus driver from no, who's it on South Park with the fetus on the side of her face? The school nurse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I was gonna say, it kind of looked like, reminded me of. You guys ever seen the original Total Recall?
Oh,
yeah.
Watu.
You know what I'm saying? Like the
Gosh, the boss.
it's not popping out of like its stomach, but it's like the same concept popping out of its like neck. You know?
Yeah.
It's gross looking.
Didn't they do that
You
in
guys,
Venture Brothers
have
too?
you guys played any new video games lately?
I beat I did Arkham Origins when it came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you guys read or not, but I wrote a pretty extensive review of it.
See,
good.
we went to do a review, but we never got to it.
But I wrote one up. It's up on the site.
check it out.
I liked it.
Yeah, man,
The
I liked it.
multiplayer's dead.
I know. I was talking to Jake about that, like how like I went to like the game's only been out for like 3 weeks now, right? I think.
What?
Yeah.
It's been like a month or...
Yeah, it's been like
Well, it came
almost 2
out-
months.
Early, late October.
Well, I'm not good with time, but I brought it to my dad's. I brought it to my dad's house so I could play with my brothers. I'm like, yeah, let's do some online stuff, and no one was in the lobbies. I'm like, what is this? Like, seriously, no one's playing this?
It's not that the multiplayer's not that great. I mean, it was an interesting twist, and it's when you can actually get into a match, it's interesting with the whole you can take over and be a villain at certain points.
Is it kind of like what is it? Star Wars Battlefront?
Not a little bit, kind of. Yeah.
Like how like once you get enough like kills or whatever, you can be Batman or Robin or.
No, well, there's 3 teams. There's Batman and Robin as a team, and then the other 2 teams have 3 thugs each.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's more of a time thing. So far into the game, there's a door, and whoever gets to the door first either becomes Bane or Joker, depending on what team you're on.
That'd be fun.
And when you're the villains, oh my god, it's like Joker has this freaking hand cannon that pretty much ends anybody in one shot.
Oh yeah, that was a really fun part in the storyline, playing as like the Red Hood.
Oh yeah, during the whole when he's
flashback?
talking to Harley Quinn and you're playing
Yeah.
through his mind. Yeah, that was cool. I was really when he first popped up as Joker in the game, I was like, oh man, I was really hoping to see maybe his origin story or something. Especially
Right?
seeing,
Sorry, go ahead.
especially seeing the Red Hood newspaper cutouts in the
Exactly.
Batcave.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say to you. Yeah.
But when you actually got
I feel like
through
I
to
should
doing
look
it, and I was
the
like,
game
oh my
up
god,
right
yes, thank you. But
Right. As soon as you said like, "Have you ever had a bad day?" and the blonde chick walks in, I'm like, I know it.
Right. Oh man. See, it was funny because I bought the collector's edition for it, and they write in like the little book that because halfway through the game I'm like paying attention, but they write in the book that if you're not paying attention, you miss Harley Quinn through the game, and yeah, and then it gets to that level, and I'm like, what? Who's missing this? Because like
Right,
I'm playing, I'm like playing carefully to see if like. All right, is there some kind of like side character that I'm gonna interact with? And then there's like, nope, just that whole scene. I'm like,
She
nobody's
says her
gonna
name.
miss that. Yeah,
She says
You
her
know?
name in the accent. It's like she's like talking normally, like, oh yeah, and then she's like Holleen Quinzel, like she gets like an accent as she's saying her name only.
well, they brought Tara Strong back, who did Harley Quinn in Arkham City.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's
Oh,
the
I
one
didn't
actually doing
realize
the
they were
voice.
same.
I don't like her Harley Quinn.
I don't
like the
either.
other
I
one
mean,
better.
I grew up on Batman the Animated Series, and I loved the original Harley, and I loved the character of Harley Quinn.
Absolutely.
Tara Strong
So,
sounds too
what console
Tara
did you
Strong.
play it on?
Yeah, Tara Strong. What?
He asked what system you played it on.
Oh, 360.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know about you, but like when I'm as a gamer, like a 360 gamer, the achievements kind of mean something to me. Like I'll be playing it, and then once I beat the storyline, I go back and I rate it for everything it's worth. And basically, I'm trying to get this achievement where you have to fight Shiva and not take any damage. And I
Like an
spent like
achievement pirate.
I am exactly. And
You plunder the achievements.
it totally it's kicking my ass.
Oh yeah, I'm
So-
stuck. I'm stuck right now because I'm going back through on the new game plus mode.
Oh, I never did that for Arkham City.
Oh my god, that's so hard.
I know, and I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to fight Deathstroke by not missing.
Oh, Deathstroke is the worst.
I know,
Like,
it's horrible.
Oh, that is the only boss that I had to like look up like what am I doing wrong here?
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean it's ridiculous, and
It's like you have to wait. You can't just attack him. You gotta wait for him. Like
No,
every time.
yeah, the best
you.
things to do is the back claw and then keep jumping over him, like double tapping the jump button over him.
Yeah. I mean, eventually you figure that out, but that's the only weapon that works for him, and you got to have him staggered for that.
Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous. But the Shiva
in the
thing,
New Game Plus mode, it's good because you get all the gadgets and shit that you have in the other games.
Not all of them. Not all of them. The ones you unlock
what?
through the story, you still don't get. Like the shock gloves, the blue grenades.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. My biggest downer for like the New Game Plus was I thought I was going to be able to go through it with the shock gloves because those are such a big help.
Oh yeah, it's a game ender. Those things.
Especially against those those big guys, the Venom users.
Yeah. Well, there's also the really big thugs too.
One moment, fellas. I'm about to use the restroom. Carry on.
And that is definitely going in the final recording. Thanks, Jake.
I'm so glad we know that.
Just for the record, no one's beaten the New Game Plus mode, so no one's played the I Am the Night mode.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet.
That's
Do you know anything about it?
I Am the Night. It's just even harder. You know, harder enemies, stuff like that.
Life. Bottom line.
Is it like BioShock 1999?
Yeah, I never played 1999 mode.
I don't know.
But there's like less ammo and less everything.
Yeah, well, basically,
yeah, you're like not allowed to like upgrade. You're only allowed to like upgrade one weapon or something.
Yeah,
well,
it's like just like super hard.
Yeah, well, like I know in the I Am the Night and stuff with the other games, it's just they would throw in either more enemies or harder enemies mixed in with your other enemies, plus all the other crap from like New Game Plus where you don't get the counter marks above people's heads and stuff.
See, I turn all the hints off anyway because I feel like playing the other two games, I'm like really good at it now.
Yeah, but this game
not to boast, I'm just saying.
Well, compared to the other two, the combat's doesn't flow as well.
Right, I feel like he's slower. Like I'll be like about to like do one of the knockout smashes, and before he even like gets his fist up to smash the guy's skull to the ground, someone's already behind me kicking me in the jaw. I'm like, what the heck?
Well, yeah, and the fact is like the game is just glitchy as hell. I mean, the day
I've heard that, but nothing. I haven't had a glitch yet.
I had a shit ton of glitches the day the game came out and I was playing it.
What happened?
Well, the first time I
only asked because people have been telling me about glitches and I haven't had any, and I would like to know like what I'm looking for.
Well, the first time I fought Deathstroke and I finally beat him after like an hour of fighting him, I got when you get the little animation of when you get the gadget and you're kind of fiddling around in your hands, it stuck there and it froze. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And so I shut it down and I restarted back up, and when I came back, it's right at the beginning of the fight and you have to fight them all over again.
Oh, that sucks.
And I had a lot of game freezes, and I had a lot of points where you're fighting a big group of thugs and then you have to interrogate like the last one or whatever.
Right.
And it'll get to the point where he's in the animation of surrendering, but it won't let you interrogate him. So then you got to reload again and do it all over again.
I feel like I have had one glitch, and it's the part where you do all that crap with Firefly, and you're about to meet him on the bridge.
Oh, I hated that.
And like, yeah, it like does the animation to where he gets on the bridge and he looks over and he sees him like setting fire or whatever, and then the screen went black. And I guess that's supposed to be when you can take over and it's not a cinematic, and it just sat there being black, and I'm like, why isn't this working? And I just shut it off and turned it back on, and it worked alright. That's the only problem I ever had.
Well, then you are lucky, and I am incredibly jealous of your luck, then.
Does it still have, like, the little code breaker thing to hack?
Oh, yeah, the cryptic sequencer.
That thing is hilarious. It looks like a little Bat Game Boy.
I
love the little things, though. Some of them are dumb, though, where it's like, for like the Mad Hatter, the password was Hat Shop or something like that. Some of them are fun, though, like, I don't know, like discount or something.
Yeah, those were a lot of good ones. I feel like, though, they were really lazy with this game and, like, throwing in elements that were already in, like, Arkham City, like the whole Mad Hatter thing.
Like the gliding thing.
Yeah, there was the gliding stuff, and I tell you, a lot of the Enigma Riddler trophy stuff was a hell of a lot easier than it was in Arkham City.
Right, I would like knock out like sections of the map in like literally half hour.
Like seriously, it's almost like I didn't even have to try. In Arkham City, there were some that I had to really work on.
Right, some of them I like looked up how to do, like certain ones where like you have to bounce off certain walls.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what the heck's the third one? Like I see 4 of them, but like or whatever.
Yeah, or like the one in Arkham City I had the most trouble with was the one where you had to dive bomb from practically the top of the map, and then when you hit the bottom, huh?
Really?
Yeah, and then you had to hit the shockwave button to push it even further. I didn't know that. I was diving as hard as I could, and I was like, why am I not hitting that final light? But then you got to.
I feel the problem I had with that was I kept missing it. I'm like, damn it! Like,
Did you?
I feel like I keep missing
Did you
it.
guys ever get past the wall in Arkham City?
Past the wall.
No.
Yeah,
No,
there's a
Yeah.
way. I guess there's a way to get past the wall, and you can actually go into like the other side of the city, where like you know when you're trapped and the there's that huge wall that like segregates you from everybody.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's a way to get over that.
Oh, I don't know. I knew there was one thing where you could figure out this way to get around it, and it would glitch, and you could see the Riddler hiding down in his little thing and just kind of walking around your room.
I've done that.
But no, every time I flew like over the wall, I got like shot at or something. I don't, whatever.
Right?
kept
Yeah,
you
they
inside.
shoot at you and he just glides backwards.
Yeah.
He, like
Yeah.
flies up and then does a Yui.
But there's a way to get over the wall.
You're talking about the glitch, aren't you, Brian?
I'm not sure.
There's a glitch in the game where you have
In
to.
Origins or Arkham City?
City.
I think it's City because it's the Riddler, not Enigma. But there's this glitch in the game, and you have to go to this exact spot.
I think we just talked about this.
Yep.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, we just talked about that.
You just
Okay.
got back from the bathroom, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean that. On a burrito, but
Yeah, I have noticed in Arkham Origins there are spots in the game where like you start to hit one of those invisible game walls where he just does a Yui. I'm like, what the heck? This should be a place where he should be able to. It's like right in the middle of the map too. I'm like, what the heck is that?
oh yeah.
It's like the part where you have like there's like a wall. And the
Oh,
only way
it's
to get
over there
through
by
it-
Gotham Light and Power. You can't
Yeah.
fly over the building. It won't let
Yeah.
you. Even
But,
if you get the air, you
there's
can't
like a
go.
little drawbridge.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should find a new topic. We've been talking
Well,
about
I was gonna
this.
say I read somewhere that
Yeah.
they're gonna make it a yearly release series.
Oh, don't do that.
And
You'll
yeah.
ruin it.
I hope
well,
they
it's
don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
get
had
watered
the
down.
full Joker's
You know what I
dead.
thought? Well,
Like,
I just wanted to throw out there that I thought it was a little short, and I expected a little more of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's that, and
That's-
there hasn't been a lot of DLC with it outside of like the initiation.
Right? You know what I hate about the DLC for these games? It's all for the challenge map stuff. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the
there's
heck,
nothing-
man? I want to play storyline.
Yeah, Arkham City had the whole Harley Quinn's revenge thing.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
That was fun, and that right there makes me think that Joker's not dead. Because they mention in the very beginning of that DLC where they can't find Joker's body. And there's the
I was gonna say, did you see where like there's like a whole conspiracy thing online where like if you put your detective vision on, you can see that it's no skeleton, so everyone.
Yeah, I
thinks it's
saw that
okay.
stuff. And then near toward the end where he's got what's her face, and you do the thing, and he's got no bones.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
What's
you-
your face? So you do the
Yeah, you
thing.
got
Yeah,
Right.
my mind.
You had to be there, man.
Talia,
Playface the
Talia
whole
Ghul.
time, you know, they could have switched real fast.
hmm
All right, new
But then
topic.
again-
Did anybody
But then
see
at the end of
Dr.
Arkham
Christmas
City,
special?
they have that positive pregnancy test.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then there's other ones down there that say that she's not pregnant.
What? What are we talking about now?
Harley,
Yeah, I was wondering the
Harley
same
Quinn-
thing. I'm totally lost.
In the DLC for Harley Quinn's Revenge for Arkham City, there was a baby's crib with a bunch of pregnancy test thingies, and you could look down at them, and they would say that she was positively pregnant with Joker's baby.
Oh,
Wait, no, I think wasn't
Weird.
it just like after you beat the game? It's where like the Joker blows up that like smokestack thing.
It might be. I don't even remember now. It's been so long since I played it.
We have a new doctor.
Yes.
Hey, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
That's something we can all talk about.
Segue.
Actually, Jake and I don't watch the Doctor Who's.
Yeah,
Lame.
I'm the only Geekaxoid member into Who.
All right. Well, I just watched Day and Time of the Doctor like a couple hours ago, so this is all fresh.
What you think? What you think?
As someone who has not really watched a whole lot of Doctor Who, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I'll speak as a giant Whovian. It was fantastic.
Yeah, Day of the Doctor was the greatest.
Oh my god, I'm excited for Peter Capaldi. Like, I'm really excited to see, especially seeing him in the last 5 minutes there. I
am too.
I want to see his doctor.
I'll be honest. I got a real serious like Doc Brown from Back to the Future vibe on.
Yeah.
Right.
Mad Cap inventor
I knew
Doctor.
there was something from like. That's probably what it was.
I'm excited for an older Doctor. You know.
I hope he like kind of harkens back to like the Tom Baker, Peter Davidson.
Well, he's the same age as what's his name, the first Doctor.
William Hartnell.
Yeah, he was the same age as Hartnell. So
he's the same age.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
People lived a lot harder back then. But
did you guys see the special that they did? Journey
Through Time and Space. Yeah,
I didn't.
I need to watch it. I heard about it. I know
it has the guy who plays Filch from Harry Potter as William Hartnell.
Yeah,
and I hear he does he does such a good job. If they wanted to bring Hartnell in as a cameo in the series, they could have just grabbed.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised they didn't do it during Day of the Doctor.
Oh, isn't Eccleston just the biggest jerk?
Tool ever?
Yeah, for not doing the anniversary special.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about that.
Neither does he.
Like when John Hurt was regenerating, it's like it would have been so much cooler.
Actually, if you look really close, you could see part of his
eyebrows.
face morphing into Eccleston.
That's cool.
For like a split second, you really got to look.
Yeah.
But he should have been in it.
He should have. Cool. He honestly should have. And then, did you notice the really creepy wax dummies at the end of Day of the Doctor? Like, look at their faces.
Is that what they were?
They were Madame Tussauds wax. Yeah, I think I read that. Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so like you really noticed it on the young Tom Baker face because Tom Baker made really crazy faces when he was the Doctor.
Yeah,
and that face he makes, it's oh my God, it's nightmare fuel.
Okay, speaking of Tom Baker, so Day of the Doctor. Do you think the curator of the museum?
Yes.
Do you think that is okay? Do you think he is the Tom Baker Doctor, or is he a future version of the Doctor who is retired from adventuring and has taken the Tom Baker face because it's one of his favorites to retire into?
I think it's a retired Doctor.
I think it's a retired Doctor. Also, did you catch the like rondelles in the background?
Yeah.
The things.
Okay.
Yeah, the things from the TARDIS walls.
I think
the old school TARDIS walls. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's it's the TARDIS, and the museum is the TARDIS, and that's the retired Doctor.
Oh, that is genius!
I didn't think about that. Oh my God, you just blew our minds.
Man.
He revisits a few of his old faces, but only the favorites.
Yeah.
Which would be
He's really cryptic about it.
Yeah, which would be Tom Baker, because the only ones alive still are Tom Baker and Colin Baker and Peter Davison. Well, and Sylvester McCoy. Well, actually, they're pretty much all alive except for
the first three are.
The first three, yeah.
Paul McGann.
See, that's what I like about Doctor Who is like Paul McGann was still active in the Doctor Who stuff, doing the audio dramas and things like that, and the fact that in Night of the Doctor, when he right before he drinks the potion, he drinks the toast that he makes in the audio dramas to his past companions.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little Whovian history dropped on you. Boom.
Yeah.
They just did everything so well.
They did.
Though.
I mean, as much as Moffat's writing sometimes kind of bugs me, at times, it's really good, and I think he's doing interesting things and trying to keep the series fresh, so it doesn't kind of get stale like it did back in the early '90s and stuff like that when it died.
Can I tell you guys a little bit of my lament that Amy Pond came back before Sherlock?
Yeah.
Hey, next month, man. Next month.
I know.
Well, you know what? Amy Pond came back, but her hair sure didn't. That
Yeah.
was a big old wig.
Yeah, it was a very obvious wig. It was a good moment, though. It was cool that she came back.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I didn't because I thought it kind of took away from Clara. You know, like Amy will always be better than Clara.
Well, look at Rose Tyler.
Yeah.
Rose Tyler was better than, as far as the series went. Was better than most of the companions. Though I am a giant Donna Noble fan.
Yeah, Donna's my favorite.
Love Donna and River. Those are my two favorites.
River's cool.
You know what my favorite Who special is? The Christmas one, where the Grinch goes down to the Whoville.
Bum.
I don't know Doctor Who. Okay, I'm trying to make a joke because they're called the Who's.
That was excellent. That joke needs to stay on the cast.
It will. This is all staying on the cast. I don't edit this stuff.
I edit mine.
Oh,
Sometimes there'll be like a really lame joke, and then somebody will laugh about something later, and I'll edit them really close together, so it's like they're laughing at the lame joke.
I'll tell you what. I'll be honest. I used to edit the early ones. I edited for like hours. I went
That's what I
crazy
do.
cutting stuff. And I'll tell you what. Once you hit around episode 10 or 11, you're gonna say screw it. We lost an entire episode there a while back. My sister guested on one. We'd all had a couple to drink. It was the last time we drank while podcasting because it was when the Earth 2 book first came out for DC, and they were trying to decide who the Green Lantern, the gay Green Lantern.
Oh, the alternate Alan Scott.
Yeah, the new Alan Scott.
Oh, yeah.
And my sister made some off-color remarks that.
What was the joke?
We'll have to edit it out if we
I can't repeat it here, but no, it was a running gag through the entire cast, and we had to lose the entire thing.
It's funny you say like editing out like certain stuff, because that's like sometimes like half of the podcast like why do we go on these tangents?
No, the tangents is what makes it fun. That's what makes the show interesting.
Yeah.
The worst shows are the ones where you stay to the script. You know, we've had the last.
You guys are scripted?
Yeah. What's the script?
No.
Make it up as we go.
Yeah.
About to say the only better real structure we have is the Power Rangers one, because we actually have a thing to
we
talk
have something
about.
to talk about. Yeah.
I guess what we do is like we'll have like 5 things to talk about, and like we'll talk about one for like an hour, and then it riffs to something else for like another half hour, and then we're like, crap, dude, we totally strayed from whatever we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like, how do we get from like I don't know, Power Rangers to like like how do we get from like talking to Power Rangers like to like Lord of the Rings transferred over to like Arrow? Like what?
Well, everything goes back to Arrow.
Right, exactly. That's how our podcasts are.
You should just change our name to Geekaxoid Arrow Podcast.
It's the Patriot Arrow.
Oh my gosh, are you guys?
I love it when he's like sitting there, it's like, I don't want to be called the Hood anymore, and he like holds the arrow up. My first thought was, I want to be called the Tip.
Just the tip.
I just saw like I don't know, maybe like season 1 episode like 15 or whatever. Someone suggests Green Arrow, and he says that's stupid, and he just walks away.
Anyway, what were you gonna bring up?
Oh, how they're like, doing the like Flash spin-off series, which like I'm super excited for.
Do you know that Stephen Amell wants to be part of the Batman vs Superman movie?
Well, of course he does. Everyone's getting in on that movie.
Oh yeah, but
They want that
actually, I just read online.
Batman cash.
I mean, shoot, everyone's going to get in that movie. Sooner or later, they're going to announce Marvin and Wendy, the Wonder Twins, are going to be in there, you know?
Making it Wayne.
Yeah.
It's bleak.
Yeah.
Making it Wayne.
Yes.
it's actually going to be the Super Friends movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well,
If only.
They had a fake poster there a while back.
Yeah,
They
I
made it on
remember
the
when you
site. It
posted
was
that.
a fake Wonder Twins movie.
Oh yeah, with who was it?
Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Yeah, that's it.
Together again.
Yeah.
I read online recently that Denzel Washington is being considered for Jon Stewart.
That'd be awesome.
Denzel Washington? Nah.
No.
I don't see it.
No.
I'll be honest. If he wasn't stretched so thin, Idris Elba would make an excellent Jon Stewart.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
the biggest name in Black Geekdom ever.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But
Aside from
The demons rat our door.
from Donald Glover.
Dude, he is a funny comedian. I'll tell you.
I think he should have played Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah, well, there was a thing online that they wanted.
Yeah,
For a hot minute, he was looked at for Peter Parker.
He ran a little campaign to become Spider-Man, and I really
have you seen that
like
in his
that.
comedy? Have you seen that in his comedy act though?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I'm not gonna repeat what it is because they say a lot of
Stuff.
words. Yeah, certain words.
They say a lot of words.
Stuff
That
and
I'm not gonna
things.
repeat. And it was funny. They're like, "Oh no, we don't want him," blah blah blah, and like the way he like transitions into it, it brought tears to my eyes because I was laughing so hard.
Okay, I have to find that.
Did
then.
you?
That
Oh,
sounds great.
speaking of stuff like that, did you see? I don't remember what issue it is, but it's where Spider-Man goes to the alternate universe of Marvel,
Mhm.
and he's sitting in a limo with Black Nick Fury and Black Kid Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I just read that.
Yeah, and
Ultimate Spider-Man.
and Ultimate Spider-Man asks Peter Parker. He's like, "So what's your Nick Fury like?" And he's like, "Well, he's white." and then Nick Fury was like, "Well, that's unfortunate."
Oh man.
Well, that's my little jab in there.
It's funny because like Donald Glover, like at the beginning of his little routine or whatever, he says like, "Oh, this is that funny guy from Community or whatever the show is. Is he's gonna be just like his character Troy?" And he goes, "Throw that out the window because it's basically dick joke, dick joke, dick joke."
I'll tell you something I'm excited about is Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I was about to ask about. Are you guys excited for the Winter Soldier?
That too.
Yeah.
Let's move. Let's start with Spider-Man, then go to the Soldier.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
There's a lot more controversy with the Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
I still
there's
haven't
so much
seen
stuff
Amazing
there.
Spider-Man.
Like a black Electro.
You know what? I think it works.
He
thought
was
he was blue.
he was blue in the alternate comic in the Ultimate Comics, so like it really matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, do you guys remember that
What's
MTV
another-
series?
Big yellow hat on, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, he was a black guy in the 3D series show from MTV, wasn't he?
I
Oh,
think
the
it
Neil
was a white
Patrick
guy.
Harris one, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He was a white guy. I remember he had a mullet.
Okay.
I thought that was Sandman.
No,
Sandman
dude,
had the
Same
mullet.
mullet.
That's
I mean,
a fancy mullet.
Had a
Sandy
mullet.
mullet, yeah.
Right.
We should bring mullets.
It's a lot of bad haircut
No, we
choices
should
in
not bring mullets
Spider-Man.
back. I know, Brian, I have photos of
I
you
rocked the
rocking
mullet.
There's some
Yeah,
pissed
I
off.
rocked the mullet.
Yeah, dude, I have photos
Doc
of
Ock
you
has that horrible bowl cut.
dressed as the Flash, rocking a mullet.
Hell yeah.
But no, I mean the new trailer for Amazing Spider-Man 2 looks, for lack of a
Yeah.
better word, amazing.
I was gonna say when
And
I saw like,
Spider-Man.
all those Easter eggs sitting in the background, totally creamed my corn.
Oh, yeah.
The Doc Ock arms and the vulture wings.
Oh, they're definitely
Yes,
setting up a
yes.
Sinister Six for the third movie. That they got to. That's.
As long as they
That's
do,
it.
as long as they do better than the other Spider-Man 3.
Oh.
Ugh.
You know, I think they're gonna be like, oh well,
Agreed.
the downfall of Spider-Man 3 was there were too many villains.
Yeah,
Forget that.
no.
We're gonna have 6 in this one.
No, the downfall of Spider-Man 3 was.
It was Spider-Man 3.
It was Spider-Man 3. That Topher Grace was awful, and Tobey Maguire was a whiny bitch through the entire thing. That was
Honestly,
the problem.
honestly, they needed a whole movie of Spider-Man being in the symbiote suit, realizing at the end that it was manipulating him, and then at the end throw it off and you get our Venom, and then a whole movie of just him fighting Venom.
What they need is Venom not to peel his face back every 10 seconds.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but you need
that
that
too.
you need that magical FaceTime. That's why we
Yeah.
get all those inside helmet shots of
Iron Man.
Robert Downey Jr.
I tell
You
you,
know, that's funny because I was joking around, like, we're doing this top 5 favorite geek movies of 2013, and Iron Man 3 came up, and I'm like, oh, you mean Robert Downey Jr. 3? No, I don't want that on the list.
Well, I'm not sure if I like Robert Downey Jr. or if I like Tony Stark.
I think it's a
Same
both. I think it's kind of a both
They're the
thing.
same person.
Same person.
Yeah, it's not acting to him to do that.
No, not really.
Yeah, that's definitely art imitating life.
I think Iron Man
He's an
3,
alcoholic.
Yeah, I think Iron Man 3 as a Shane Black movie, as the guy who wrote Die Hard and all these action movies, I think is an excellent Shane Black movie, but not a very good Iron Man movie.
Especially since they neutered one of Iron Man's biggest villains.
No, I thought that was great.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny.
I thought that was great.
I literally almost left the movie. I'm like, as soon as he's like, "Oh, I'm Trevor," I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm leaving right now."
No, I thought it was great. I mean, what's the alternative? Have an incredibly racist Asian stereotype on screen?
Exactly.
That wasn't going to work. They couldn't.
The Exodus thing.
Okay.
That kind of pissed me off.
Oh, the extremist stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the extremist stuff. I hated that in like the 3rd episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're bringing that up.
Oh, it was the first episode.
They
off the bat.
They mentioned everything in the first episode.
Gamma radiation, extremists.
Yeah, it's gamma radiation, extremists,
and super soldier serum,
and something from Thor.
But it was like extremists and like the super soldier serum, and like they just tried to like throw everything in at once.
Yeah.
And it's just it lost me.
Yeah, it's so pandery.
Go back. I just want to head back to the FaceTime thing really quick, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
Like, do you ever notice in the Amazing Spider-Man, he's like pulling his mask off a lot? Like, even when he's in school, it's like better make sure. Like, he doesn't even make sure the coast is clear. He just whips it off.
Yeah. Well, when I was in high school.
Take any chance I could to whip it off.
Never mind. I was going to say something about the Flash series. We found out that they're casting the West family as African American.
No.
That's all right.
What Brian was saying.
Yeah, but the problem, it's okay, right? The problem is if you make Iris West black and her dad black, well, Wally West is her niece, so no matter what,
Wally West is the dude.
You know what, dude? They could do whatever they want. I mean, it's
yeah.
You know what? The comic, the media interpretations are wholly different from the comics, which are wholly different from the games and everything else. So they can do whatever they want. They can interpret it however they like. You know what? I'd like to see something fresh.
You know?
I mean, what the heck? I'd like to see something.
Well,
new and fresh.
Isn't Wally West his cousin though? Or isn't he related to him somewhere?
He's married to Iris.
Yeah.
No.
Iris West.
No.
Barry
Wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah. Barry Allen's married to Iris West. Iris West was the either cousin or a aunt of Wally.
Okay.
So it was relation by marriage.
Well, I know Bart's his grandson.
Bart is his grandson or great grandson from the future that's in the past. Yeah.
Always telling
Dude,
people
I love in what the Young Justice show.
Yeah.
I love Bart when he's always like every 10 seconds like, man, that's gonna crash the mode.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh that
Totally.
that
Remind me of the
actually
Ninja Turtles.
got on my nerves.
Future slang almost never works. It always sounds ridiculous. Like in Batman Beyond, we're like, that's so schway.
Yeah.
I still love Batman Beyond though.
Yo, man, Slaggo.
It's a great
I
show.
loved it when they brought it back in Justice League Unlimited.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's the
I
final
need to watch
episode.
that episode.
So good.
Oh, that was a great
I
one.
loved Batman Beyond. It was
When
one
it
of
turns
my
out Bruce
favorites.
Wayne
Yeah,
is-
it was
is my
totally
dad.
schway.
Have you guys read the comic? They come out with a Batman Beyond comic. now.
Yeah, I saw that, and the back row looks
Several of
amazing.
them.
Mhm.
I love that costume.
I saw one.
Hey,
It was like Justice League Beyond or something like that, and it was I don't know if it was like a one shot or anything, but it had like Future Superman and Batman Beyond and
No, that was dope. That
Yeah.
was an awesome comic.
Yeah, man, that was
Wait,
Yeah.
stop. Did Jake just say that was dope?
he did.
Yeah, I did.
All right, I'm flipping this virtual table.
Yeah, man, that thing was chronic.
It was schway.
Off the chains.
Sorry,
think
guys. Rub it off.
Alright, guys, hey, I have to head out. I have to go to work.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, bummer.
I feel you, man. I got to take off here in about an hour and a half, so I feel you.
Yeah. But if you guys want to reschedule, just let me know and I'll be on.
We definitely have to do this again.
Oh, for sure.
I know, dude. This is way too much fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do it for like, is it obscene to have like a 3-hour podcast?
Not at all. No, yeah, let's just wrap it up here, and we'll schedule something else for a month or two down the line, and we'll get
I
something.
think
figured out.
we should like schedule some videos too. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
That'd be very cool.
Oh man, I don't want people to
here's
see
an
my
idea I
glorious
wanted
visage.
to share with you today.
What's that?
Especially,
Oh yeah.
this is like you guys are real gung ho for the Power Rangers, right?
Oh yeah.
This is why I was asking you about the abridged series, because
Yeah.
all that is they take the original Dragon Ball Z TV series,
Mm-hmm.
And
and
redoes
make
it.
a fan-based parody off of it.
Yeah, I've seen something like that with the with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, that's
online,
Oh
like
my
those-
gosh, that is so funny.
Like those
Yep.
stupid like 3-minute clips of like the episodes with like bad dubbing.
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
the Yu-Gi-Oh bridge.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Has anybody done it for Power Rangers though?
Well,
You know what
Power
I
Rangers
mean?
kind of is its own thing because it's from Japan.
It is.
So, I mean,
It
all
is
the-
an abridged
I
version
just
of
wanna
the
state-
Japanese show. Is
Yeah.
what it is.
Do you
I
guys
want
know
to
bad
throw
lip
this out
reading?
right now.
What?
You know, like bad lip reading of the Power Rangers. That'd be fun.
That would be good. Yeah. Sean, what were you
Well,
gonna say?
I was gonna say like if we do go ahead with this like and it's a thing like I want to go ahead and while we're recording call dibs on the Green Ranger.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
I
Sean!
call red. I'm red.
Wait.
I'll take black. I'll take
No
the black.
blitz.
How old is everybody? That's what I want to know.
How old do I look?
I'm 20.
Sean's 23 or 24. Brian's at least 27.
Brian's 29.
I'm 29.
Okay, I'm 29. But when was your birth date?
We're bringing it down to the wire.
I am.
What time were you born?
I was born at 4:20 in the morning on May 21st,
You know what I mean.
1984.
God damn it.
All right.
Am
Yeah.
I older? Am I the oldest? Ha ha!
All
He
right.
was born at 4:20 and the doc passed him to the left.
All right. Yeah. That's. You know what? I think that's good to go out on. So yeah, let's just go ahead and sign off here. And yeah, we got to do this again, guys.
Yeah.
Great.
Absolutely. This is very like easy for everyone to talk. You
Yeah,
know.
definitely. All right, so for all of us over here at Nerd Overload, and
This has been Geekaxoid.
So
We'll catch you guys
sway.
later.
all right,
Take it easy.
Bye, geeks.
all right, take it easy,
Later.
guys. Later.
Yeah.
See you guys.